This morning, snowy roads. We've got team coverage of the overnight snowfall and what your morning commute is looking like.
And the accumulating snow has come to an end, but we're still dealing with a little bit of freezing drizzle this morning and yet another storm system by the end of the week. All the details coming up.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday, December 30th. Lots of snow on the ground this morning, enough that some of you might find yourselves snowed in today.
Yeah, a few of our staff members here at News 3 had some trouble getting to work today. Leah, what happened to you?
Yeah, it's pretty snowy out there, Chris. We got a good 6 inches. Was able to get out of the driveway. Got a little stuck on those back roads. The neighborhood's not quite plowed yet. I believe the city starts at 7, so I doubt I'm the only person who's going to get stuck on those neighborhood streets this morning.
Yeah, our Taylor Lasby also could not get out of her neighborhood this morning. We had to have someone go get her to bring her to work. So please be careful out there. Yeah, the crews will start clearing the city streets, the neighborhood roads here in about an hour. So please be patient. It's going to take them pretty much all day to get the city cleared because we got 6 or so inches of snow in Madison as we check in with Hattie McLean. This stuff is pretty much over right now. We could see a little bit of freezing drizzle yet this morning.
Yeah, a little bit of freezing drizzle is still possible, but those roads are snow covered. We had widespread 4 to 7 inches across most of southern Wisconsin, with some areas to the south coming in with even higher totals. It still is an alert day for southern Wisconsin. If you don't have to head anywhere early this morning, the best idea is just to stay put. Give those plows time to clear off the roads. Again, there is that freezing drizzle potential for the next couple of hours, but that should wind down as drier air moves into the area. Winter weather bulletins are still in effect for a good part of southern Wisconsin. The winter weather advisory has been canceled for southwestern Wisconsin, areas like Grant County. Oh, now just updating, the National Weather Service in Milwaukee has canceled that winter storm warning for south central Wisconsin early as well. We're dealing with a lot of snow on the ground, but the accumulating snow has come to an end. Take a look. The highest totals from Madison and points to the south as you go towards the state line. Here's a look at our visibility, though. A good indication that things are improving. We're seeing visibility at around 10 miles in most spots this morning. Here's a look at the radar map, and you'll see that that snow has really exited the southeastern corner of the state. There may be some drizzle or freezing drizzle occurring in a few spots, though it's just too light for the radar to detect at this time. Taking a look, though, at a wider view, and you'll generally see a quieter weather pattern shaping up for the rest of the day. Things are drying out already across Minnesota and Iowa. Future track forecast model shows you that the clouds are going to stick around. Westerly winds will usher in some drier air, so outside of just a few flurries this afternoon, the rest of the day will be dry. I do expect some clearing to take place, but probably not until after the sun sets tonight. That's going to lead us to a pretty cold start tomorrow morning. Take a look at your temperature trend through the day. We're actually going in the wrong direction today. Winds will be dropping, or temperatures rather, will be dropping into the mid-20s with that westerly wind around 10 to 20 miles an hour. This will be a bit of a wind chill factor today. We'll bottom out at 9 tonight. We get a break tomorrow, pretty quiet but cool day. Then another storm system has prompted an alert day for Friday. This one bringing the potential for, again, another round of accumulating snow, as well as some ice accumulations with temperatures right around the freezing point. The good news, guys, though, no Arctic air headed in behind these systems.
All right, Hattie, thank you very much. We're also keeping an eye on how that snow is impacting the roads this morning. Let's check out the latest from the First Warn Traffic Center at this hour. Here's the winter road conditions map from the Department of Transportation. That blue color you can see on the roads, that means completely covered this morning. So be sure to take it slow out there as we are seeing snow-covered roads all across south central Wisconsin this morning. The roads looking pretty slow, a little better than they were about an hour ago. We're starting to see a little bit more yellow and green on the map. We were seeing a lot of red earlier in the morning. Let's take you around southwest Wisconsin right now. Actually, 151 from Platteville to Dodgeville looking better at this hour compared to last. Still a little slow, but we're still seeing some significant delays on Highway 51, especially between Janesville and Beloit at this hour in Rock County. Bringing you back to Madison, actually everything looking pretty good at this hour, but do keep in mind this does not mean the roads are in good shape. There just isn't a lot of traffic on the roads at this hour, so things are going to be done dicey as you head out. There's your drive times as you head out. We're moving below those posted speeds, and your travel forecast for today, giving you the red light for the morning commute as we deal with those freezing drizzle and flurry chances, and then yellow as we go throughout the day as those city crews will be busy out plowing. So do take it slow out there. Now let's give you a first-hand picture at how things are looking outside this morning. Taylor Lazenby is on the live drive with photojournalist Mark Schilling behind the wheel this morning. Taylor, good morning to you.
Hey Josh, good morning. We are on Fair Oaks Drive, and right now, as you can see, these roads are some of these side streets that have yet to be plowed yet. So, of course, take your time, go slow, because they haven't really even touched these parts yet. But the city of Madison is going to start plowing around 7 a.m., and it's supposed to take several hours for them to complete that, and all the roads to be completed around that time. Again, so these are some of the side streets that, of course, still heavy snow, but some of these main roads that we are seeing are plowed, but they are still snow covered. So with that, you want to take your time and give yourself that extra time when you make that morning commute. And we'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Taylor, stay safe out there. Thank you very much. Now, before you head out the door this morning, be sure to download our Channel 3000 weather and traffic app. It's going to keep you updated on any freezing drizzle or snowy road conditions still ahead this week with personalized alerts for your area. It is free. You can find it in your phone's app store.
All right, 6:06 right now. We want to get to the latest on breaking news we've been tracking this morning. In the last hour, Madison first responders are evacuating a shelter for people experiencing homelessness because of a gas leak. According to dispatch, the leak was detected around 4 o'clock this morning at North 1st Street and East Johnson. At least 60 people are being evacuated and are being held in Metro buses at this hour. The building is a city garage that is being temporarily used as a shelter. No word yet on what caused the gas leak. Dispatch says MG&E has been contacted, and we also have a crew on the way to the scene right now, so stay with us this morning for any updates.
Rock County Emergency Management is canceling its COVID testing today thanks to the storm. Testing was scheduled to happen today at Blackhawk Technical College. They are scheduled to be back open on Thursday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Getting a look at the latest testing numbers now. State health officials reported more than 2,300 new cases yesterday. 77 more people in Wisconsin have died from the virus over the past 24 hours. There are also 170 new hospitalizations to report this morning. There is a new way to get the latest information on COVID vaccines here in Wisconsin. Wisconsin DHS just launched a vaccinations data page on its website. The page includes data like summary metrics for allocation, shipment, and total vaccines administered, as well as a graph that displays the number of vaccines administered each day.
Looking ahead now, President-elect Biden says once he's in office, he will use the Defense Production Act to speed up production on vaccines and protective gear.
Trump administration's plan to distribute vaccines is falling behind. I've directed my team to prepare a much more aggressive effort.
President-elect Biden yesterday also praised vaccine manufacturers and scientists before criticizing the Trump administration for moving too slowly on vaccines. In response, President Trump tweeted out that it's up to the states to distribute the vaccine, not the federal government.
As efforts to boost the checks continues in Congress for the COVID stimulus package, the second round of stimulus payments is now on its way. The Treasury Department says some Americans may have received money through direct deposits as early as last night. Those payments will continue into the week. Paper checks will start going out in the mail today. Eligible Americans, those who make $75,000 or less, are going to receive a one-time payment of up to $600 or $1,200 for married couples. On top of that, some families with children will get up to $600 for each qualifying child.
6:08 now. 2020 started with a boom. The economy surging, low unemployment, and the stock market in a never-ending rally. But then, of course, came the pandemic.
This morning, Diane King Hall looks back at the top business stories of 2020.
2020 began with unemployment near a 50-year low. The pandemic obliterated 22 million jobs, and Americans lined up at food banks from coast to coast.
These are levels that we have not seen since the Great Depression.
By December, the nation had regained about half the lost jobs, but millions of Americans remain unemployed. The government provided a temporary increase in unemployment benefits and the Paycheck Protection Program to help small businesses. And the Federal Reserve jumped into action, cutting interest rates to near zero and pumping trillions of dollars into the economy. Office buildings were abandoned as staffers started working from home using Zoom as their lifeline. The video chat service says in April alone, more than 300 million people a day were using the platform. As shutdowns dragged on, more than 110,000 restaurants closed their doors. The National Restaurant Association says that's 1 out of 6 possibly gone for good.
He took the keys back, and I walked away from a bar that had open for 20 years.
Retailers Neiman Marcus, J. Crew, and JCPenney were among the big names filing for bankruptcy. With Americans using less cash, the nation faced a shortage of coins. There were also shortages of toilet paper and sanitizers. And as millions of Americans canceled travel plans, the airline industry lost tens of billions of dollars. Boeing 737 MAX returned to the skies after 2 deadly crashes left it grounded in March of 2019. TikTok became one of the nation's most popular apps, and President Trump demanded it cut ties with its Chinese parent company.
It'll either be closed up or they'll sell it.
President-elect Joe Biden nominated Janet Yellen for Treasury Secretary, and she promised to act with urgency in addressing the fallout from the pandemic.
It's an American tragedy.
All right, thank you.
The stock market stumbled over COVID-19, but recovered its losses, with the Dow hitting 30,000 for the first time in November. Tesla stock skyrocketed its meteoric rise, putting it on course for inclusion in the S&P 500. And technology stocks were riding high as Americans used the internet for everything from shopping to movies. And that's the year in business. Diane King Hall, CBS News, New York.
Time right now is 6:11. We want to get another check of the roads after that overnight snowfall. The latest from the First Warn Traffic Center right now, and we're giving you a statewide view from the Department of Transportation. The pink lines mean partially covered in slippery conditions. The blue lines meaning completely covered. So all across southern Wisconsin, we're seeing those blue lines this morning. So that means take it slow out there. It's going to be a dicey morning commute if you have to head out this morning. Try to stay home if possible. We're not seeing a lot of delays out there as most people are home at this time. So that is some good news across Dane and Rock counties, though we are seeing some looks like a lot of red and yellow showing up on Highway 51 from Janesville to the Beloit area. Interstate not looking quite so bad. Highway 14 also looking slow both west and east of Janesville this morning. So just stay home. I think that's the easiest answer out there. If you do have to head out, do take it slow and give yourself some extra space. Make sure those headlights are on this morning as well. There's your drive times as you head out. We are moving below those posted speeds. That's your First Warn traffic.
Thanks, Josh. Live look out on the roads this morning. Main drags not looking too bad if you can get there. We'll show you what this residential, the neighborhood streets, what they look like. That's when our team coverage continues this morning here on News 3 Now this morning. Look at that. Yeah, pretty snowy.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands for every room in your house at guaranteed lowest prices. With Serta Queen sets from $3.99 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture New Year's sale. Open New Year's Day 11 to 4.
This is the big one, folks. The Brothers Maine Everything's on Sale sale. Right now, you'll get everything from Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana with blowout savings, like a Maytag washer for $3.99 and a Maytag dryer for just $3.99. And you'll always get more from the More store, like our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. The Everything's on Sale sale, with more selection, more savings, and more satisfaction on everything. Now at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? And who decides what's right? Is it right for an insurance adjuster to try to get you to settle for less than you deserve? Is it right to let victims struggle to pay their medical bills? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. It means doing what's right for you. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
to put 2020 in the rear view and get to the final days of the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event. It's your last chance for our best offers of the season across the Ford lineup. So hurry in today. The Ford Built for the Holidays sales event ends soon. Get Escape with 0 for 66 financing plus $1,500 cash and $2,000 trade assist during the final days of the Built for the Holidays sales event.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance, we accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
You make plans. What to wear, where to go, when to go, what to bring. And then the weather changes everything. Let News 3 Now First Warn Weather prepare you for what's coming. First, fast, and accurately, so you can plan your life.
News 3 Now takes you inside Wisconsin's COVID crisis, beyond the statistics.
I just can't even imagine how scared and how anxious my mom must have been.
Hear deeply personal stories of people who've experienced it, including one of our own.
Names behind the numbers. Friday at 4 p.m.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands for every room in your house at guaranteed lowest prices with power lift chairs from $7.99 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture New Year's sale. Open New Year's Day 11 to 4.
All right, we're back. It's 6:15. Hattie McLean has been covering Wisconsin snowstorms for 20 years. And I doubt you've ever had to cover one of these from home, Hattie. Is this the first time?
No, this is a first. This is the first time ever, Chris, but I can say I was happy that I didn't have to brave the roads and get stuck like Leah or Taylor this morning. So grateful for that. But yeah, I went outside, measured the snow at my house, about 4 inches of snow, and I'm not that far from the station where they had 6 inches. So again, amounts did vary across the area, but anywhere you are, you have a decent amount of snow to clean up this morning. Take a look. The winter weather bulletins have now all been canceled for southern Wisconsin. They've canceled early because the accumulating snow has come to an end. We're still dealing with the potential for a little bit of freezing drizzle early this morning across parts of southern Wisconsin. Roads, though, are snow covered and slippery. So whether or not you see that freezing drizzle, you'll still need to plan a lot of extra time to get to your destination this morning. The radar map actually looking pretty quiet. That snow moving out quickly, as I mentioned this morning. Nothing showing up to the west, so most of the day is going to be dry. There's a chance for a few flurries heading into the afternoon, but no more accumulating precipitation. Here's a look at our day planner temperatures. We're actually quite mild right now. Temperatures are in the low 30s, but we'll be dropping back into the mid-20s this afternoon, so going in the wrong direction. We'll likely see clouds through most of the day today, with any significant clearing taking place after the sun sets this evening. Yeah, look at those wind chills, though. It is going to be a little chilly. Wind chills will make it feel like it's in the teens. So as you head outside to play in that new layer of snow, you'll want to bundle up. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll talk more about our next snow chance. We don't get a big break in between storms. Our next one arrives on Friday.
All right, Hattie, thank you. 6:17 right now. We want to get back to that breaking news we've been tracking this morning. We've had our eye on it this entire time. A temporary shelter at the Fleet Services building has been evacuated this morning, and that's where our Taylor Lazenby is live with the very latest with what we know. Taylor, what can you tell us?
Hey, Josh, good morning. Right now we can see there's at least 3 buses over at the Fleet Center that are housing some of the homeless that were a part of that gas leak. Now, we know that first responders evacuated the shelter for people experiencing homelessness because of the gas leak. Now, according to dispatch, the leak was detected around 4 a.m. this morning at North First Street and East Johnson. Now, at least 60 people are being evacuated and being held in these buses that I told you about, these 3 right here. We can see some people walking around outside the buses as we've been parked across the street. Now, the building is a city garage that is being temporarily used as a shelter. Now, there's no word yet on what caused the gas leak, and dispatch is saying that MG&E has been contacted. And again, this is on our morning drive commute, and the road over here was pretty clear, but again, you have to be mindful of the snow and wet conditions as we're driving. And as I can see right now, there's at least 3 buses that are housing some of those homeless people impacted by this gas leak. And we are learning to get more information as it becomes available.
All right, Taylor Lazenby, thanks for that live look. So a lot of folks may be working from home today, and not just because of the pandemic. City crews won't start plowing those neighborhood streets until 7 o'clock this morning, and it take them all day to get the entire city plowed. So be patient. So when it comes to clearing the streets, city crews say they are careful not to use too much salt. They say it's a balance of safety on the roads and the health of our lakes. The Clean Lakes Alliance wants homeowners to be mindful of that too if you use salt outside your home.
It just takes a coffee cup of salt, so you can fill it up to here and spread it out. And so that shows you really how much you really want to spread it to cover your driveway.
All right, well, they recommend you shovel as close to the ground as you can so you don't have to bother with salt. If it's too cold, you might want to avoid salt too. If you do spread it, don't use a lot.
More than a dozen communities in the viewing area have declared snow emergencies. You're taking a look at a list of some of them right there, and more could still do so in the coming hours. Now, during an emergency, no parking is allowed on city streets. For a full list of cities and their specific times, head on over to channel3000.com. 6:20 now. It is bowl day, Badger fans. The team is waking up in Charlotte, North Carolina this morning. Probably less snow there, getting ready to take on Wake Forest in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. The Badgers got a chance to walk through the Bank of America Stadium as part of their final preparations. Wisconsin's looking to win their 6th bowl game in the last 7 appearances. Kickoff is set for 11 this morning.
All right, just ahead for us, if you need a little extra caffeine to get you through this short work week, we'll tell you why you may want to head to Dunkin' today.
And another quick look out at the roads this morning. Our team coverage of this snowstorm and what's next for us is continuing after the break.
With a nursing degree, helping others went from a job to a career.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
We're going to find the perfect treat.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Now through January 4th, use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $5,800 below MSRP on this Equinox. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Start the new year with a new room from Steinhoffels. Get 35% off store-wide, plus take an extra $100, $200, or $300 off the largest selection of furniture at the guaranteed lowest prices, like this sofa with a free accent chair. How about a solid cherry bed for only $549? Warm up with a fireplace, just $699. This 5-piece dining set, now $999. So start the new year with a new room from Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopco Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see.
Schedule an eye exam before your vision benefits or FSA funds expire.
2020 got you feeling like your life's on pause? Get moving again at Planet Fitness during our big end-of-year sale. Join for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, now through December 31st. And end the year on the right or left foot with tons of variety and space in our squeaky clean clubs. And use our app's new crowd meter to pick the best time to visit. Join for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Hurry, the big end-of-year sale ends December 31st.
5 Madison area locations. Sign up for $10 a month. Stop in today.
'Twas the holiday season, and as is often the case, magic was found in an unlikely place. Molly tried her best to make introductions. Dad couldn't see past his grown-up assumptions. But thanks to fresh ham and warm apple pie, Dad was finally able to see with fresh eyes. With the freshest assortment to make everyone's faves, the happiest holidays start with Pick and Save.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving, so you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
We're back at 6:24. Need an extra boost of caffeine this morning? Well, Dunkin' has you covered. They're brewing up a new blend with 20% more caffeine than their normal cup of joe. It's called Extra Charged Coffee. The high-calf coffee goes on sale today, and they'll be serving it up through the new year along with two other new blends, Dunkin' Midnight and Explorer Batch. Well, I'm already ahead of this news, guys. I went and got myself a big old gigantic drink yesterday. Leah, I know I told you that I've been on the black coffee kick lately, but I had to go take advantage of the final Christmas drinks of the year. Am I doing this right? Shaking that iced coffee? It's that gingerbread latte, and it's ooh so good. But yeah, that sugar, there's a lot of it in there, Leah.
If you know anything about Josh Spreiter, it's that he has a very complex coffee order. Every time I buy him coffee, it's, you know, the name is 5 or 6 words long, so I am not surprised here, Josh.
Yeah, this drink is, it was a special order for sure. It was the gingerbread latte, light on the ice, oat milk, the whole shebang. There's always a very, very complicated step-by-step process with Josh Spreiter.
Told ya, I know you well.
That's making me thirsty for some more coffee. My cup's empty. I'm jealous. All right, Hattie McLean, we got a little bit of time left to check in on the weather. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah, well, the accumulated snow has come to an end for the area. That is the good news, but it's going to take some time to clean up this mess. We have several inches of snow on the ground. Officially at the airport, 5.1 inches in Madison, about 6 here at the station. Take a look at the radar map. Again, the snow has ended. You may encounter just a little bit of freezing drizzle for the next couple of hours.
I'm going to get some coffee and be right back, folks.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I know this all looks very Hollywood, but guess what? This is a Nissan sales event ad. Sales event ads are usually boring. Is this boring? There's a nice little present.
Today, you can turn your home into a university, and you can turn a lasting career into reality. With Herzing University, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields, anytime, online. Herzing is recognized, accredited, experienced, and transfer-friendly, with more than 90% student satisfaction. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into with Herzing University.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Call or click today.
Unity Point Health presents things you need to know about healthcare workers. They're real people just like us. They have houses and families, and they like to eat spaghetti. At least I bet they like to eat spaghetti. They care for everybody, even people they don't know. They might worry about getting sick, their family, their patients. Tell them thank you by wearing a mask and social distancing. Thank you, healthcare workers. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. On air, online, and download the Channel 3000 First Warn app. Be the first to know what's headed our way. Get more local news now with Channel 3000 Plus, our free digital streaming service that brings you area news and info 24/7 from the News 3 Now team. Channel 3000 Plus. Download it today and watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is desperately needed now to save lives of people who are sick with a range of serious illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
I know this all looks very Hollywood, but guess what? This is a Nissan sales event ad. Sales event ads are usually boring. Is this boring? There's a nice little present.
Right now, several inches of snow overnight and maybe more to come this week. We have team coverage on what's next weather-wise and what your drive will look like this morning.
This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us this morning. There is a blanket of snow out on the streets right now, and it will impact any driving you have planned today.
Yeah, no snow emergency yet for the city of Madison. A lot of other snow emergencies issued by other municipalities, though. In this winter storm, pretty much over, and Hattie McLean, it left several inches on the ground.
It certainly did, but you're right, the accumulating snow has come to an end. So the National Weather Service offices that cover southern Wisconsin, our area, have actually canceled all the weather bulletins early. So no bulletins in effect right now. Still is the potential for a little bit of freezing drizzle in some spots this morning. But in general, roads are just snow covered and slippery. We had several inches of snowfall overnight. Again, here is a look at a wide view across how much snow we're talking. From Madison and points to the south, 6 to 9 inches of snow. Amounts did diminish as you headed to the north, but everyone's going to need to clean up several inches of snow this morning. Here's a look at Doppler track, and again, it is showing you the quick exit of that snow off to the east. There still are a few flurries showing up on the radar map, and what's not being detected is a little bit of drizzle or freezing drizzle that may be occurring. So be aware of that. Overall, though, a quiet weather pattern shaping up for the rest of the day. Things looking pretty quiet across Minnesota and Iowa this morning. Here's a look at our temperatures across the region. Excuse me, 31 here in Madison, down to 29 in La Crosse, down to 19 though in Superior. So there is some cold air behind this system. Winds are going to be shifting to the west and ushering in some of that colder, drier air into the region as we go through the day today. So our temperature trend actually has us going in the wrong direction today. We'll be dropping. Our future track forecast model shows you just cloudy skies through the rest of the morning hours. There may be a few breaks in the cloud cover. Not expecting any significant clearing, though, to take place until after the sun sets later on this afternoon. Temperatures will be dropping, though, through the mid-20s. With that little bit of clearing taking place as we head into the overnight hours, expect a cold start tomorrow morning. Temperatures will likely be in the single digits above zero, with that fresh pack of snow on the ground. Temperatures will top right around 24, relatively quiet for New Year's Eve. Then another storm system moves in for Friday. This one has prompted an alert day as well. We're talking another chance for accumulating snow, as well as the potential for some freezing rain, with temperatures right around that freezing point. The good news is that things quiet down as we head into next week, and there are no Arctic blasts of air headed our way. So we'll stay fairly comfortable with those temperatures.
All right, always giving us the good news, Hattie. Thank you very much. We're also keeping an eye on how that snow is impacting the roads this morning. Let's check out the latest from the First Warn Traffic Center at this hour. Here's the latest from the winter road conditions map. The Department of Transportation out with their reports this morning. Latest reports have snow-covered roads in the blue all across south central Wisconsin and slippery conditions up to the north and east near the Dells right now. So keep that in mind as you head out. The roads are not in good shape whatsoever. Across southern Wisconsin right now, we're seeing a lot of delays on the roads. Do take it slow. Give yourself some extra space, some extra time, especially in Rock County where we saw the bulk of the accumulation. You can see we're seeing some slowdowns between Beloit and Janesville, especially on Highway 51 this morning. We're down in the red right now. Closer look at Madison. The downtown area looking quite slow from Park Street, West Washington Avenue, East Washington looking slow. Beltline looking pretty good so far. As you move into Dane County, drive times below that posted speeds at this hour. And the main impacts for today, again, those slippery conditions. Give yourself more time, extra space, and blowing and drifting possible with those windy conditions and light snow. Make sure you have that snow brush and defroster handy. We'll have updates here and all of your travel forecasts in just a few minutes. But first, we want to get back to that breaking news we've been tracking all morning. Timer now 6:33. The temporary homeless shelter at the Fleet Services building in Madison is being evacuated at this hour. Taylor Lazenby is live there with the latest. Taylor, good morning.
Hey, Josh, good morning. Yep, we are across the street from the Fleet Services building, and we can see the 3 trucks that are housing some of the homeless people inside. There's about 60 people in the total of those 3 buses. Now, we know that according to dispatch, the leak was detected around 4 a.m. this morning, and that's at the corner of North 1st Street and East Johnson. And again, like I said, 60 people are being evacuated and being held in the Metro buses. Now, the building is a city garage that is being temporarily used as a shelter. There's no word yet on what caused the gas leak. Now, dispatch says MG&E has also been contacted. And during our time sitting over here across the street, we have seen a few people walking around outside of the buses. But of course, this is not the weather and time to be outside in the cold. So it's great that the buses are here to keep them warm and safe until they can figure out what caused the leak, hopefully stop it and get them back into safety. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
All right, Taylor Lazenby, thanks a lot. Taylor's also been giving us some looks at the road conditions this morning. The main arteries, not looking too bad. The side streets, though, back in the neighborhoods, the plows have not gotten to those streets yet, so please be careful. We had a couple of News 3 Now This Morning staff members get stuck, and they had to be rescued this morning, so take it easy out there. The city of Madison says there's a good chance you might get snowed in today. Their city crews are going to start plowing all the streets in about 25 minutes here, right at 7 o'clock. And from there, it'll take them about 12 to 14 hours to finish clearing the entire city. They're telling people that venture out today to expect their streets not to be plowed for most of the day. Crews may not even get to some roads until later tonight. As of now, the city has not declared a snow emergency, but the Streets Division is still asking people to move their cars if they're parked on the street and their garbage cans. That'll make it easier for the plows.
So that means roads will stay slippery for most of the day. If you do slide off the road or you get stuck in the snow, the State Patrol wants you to stay inside your car. That's the safest place to be while you wait for help to arrive.
We'd like you to stay in your vehicle with your seatbelt still on if you do go in the ditch. Don't get out of the vehicle until we show up on scene, just for safety reasons, because somebody could slide off and end up hitting your vehicle.
The State Patrol says storms like this are a good reminder for everyone to have a winter weather kit in their car. That should include things like blankets, snacks, and water if you do end up stranded.
Roads were so bad overnight that some semi-truck drivers called it a night early and decided to wait it out. The slippery roads can especially be challenging for semis because of the risk of jackknifing and the trouble of trying to get around smaller vehicles when the lanes on the road aren't visible. One semi-truck driver we caught up with said he spent the night in Altoona, Iowa after deciding he was done trying to chance it.
I'm done. I sat back in Shelby, Iowa for a little while. I said, well, it looked like it slowed down. I got back on the road. I said, I don't know what I was doing. So this is it for me.
Some parts of Iowa got 9 or 10 inches of snow last night. The Iowa State Patrol says they had nearly 400 calls for people who were stuck. The Minnesota Department of Transportation is actually testing out some new technology right now in some of their plows. They're using new high tech to look at things like road temps, air temperature, and wind speed. That'll help drivers better calculate what's best for clearing every road. In other parts of the state, they're also testing out plows that are more maneuverable and can spread salt and brine more evenly.
We are going to keep you updated on any freezing rain this week or changes to the road conditions today throughout the morning here. But in the meantime, you can get weather and traffic alerts sent straight to your phone. Just download our First Warn Weather and Traffic app to get those personalized alerts for your area. You can find it for free in your phone's app store.
It's going to come in handy later this week, too. We have another round of snow in the forecast. If the snow does have you stuck inside today, at least you have the Badgers bowl game to watch. The Badgers face Wake Forest in the Duke's Mayo Bowl today. Not exactly the Rose Bowl, but the Badgers are still finishing the year with a bowl game for the 19th straight year. The last time the Badgers missed a bowl game, quarterback Graham Mertz was a newborn. The Badgers are also hoping to avoid their first losing season since 2001. Kickoff 11 o'clock this morning over on ESPN.
Time right now is 6:38, and another look at your traffic conditions on this Wednesday morning. Let's get the latest from the First Warn Traffic Center at this hour. We've been seeing those snow-covered roads, and that's impacting travel so far this morning. Looks like we do have a new crash on the interstate just to the north of Beloit. See if I can get some details on that for you right now, but we are seeing some delays on Highway 51. There's the information coming in I-39 southbound, the entry ramp from County Road S. There's that crash there. Not seeing any delays quite yet, but I'll keep my eye on that. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of slowdowns, and this is the case across Rock and Dane County right now as more people are hitting the road right now. Some significant slowdowns in and around the downtown area so far this morning. There's your drive times as you head inbound on the Beltline. We're moving below those speed limits, which is good. We want to take it slow as we head in. If you're heading in right now on John Nolan Drive, looks like we're seeing some slowdowns as you head inbound. Outbound looking a-okay at this time, but do keep in mind there will be some plows out there, so give them some extra space. There's your travel forecast for today for the morning commute, giving you the red light. Take it slow, stay home if you can. We're going to have a lot of problems on the roadways, and then giving you the yellow light as we go throughout the daytime. Again, keep in mind that those conditions can change quickly. Let's take a live look outside. Just about 6:40 on this Wednesday, the final couple days of the year. I think everyone's excited to welcome in 2020, or 2021 rather. No, we're not going back to 2020. And we're going to have a look at just another snow system to start off the new year. That's coming up.
And sometimes we all just need a hug, right? But in the year of 2020, that's not really possible. So I guess a picture of a hug will have to do. We're going to warm your heart up on this chilly morning. That story's coming up after the break.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year sale on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
News 3 Now and Channel 3000 put top stories and breaking news at your fingertips. Video alerts and forecasts, simple and fast. Download the Channel 3000 app today.
Hey, got a great deal at Toyotathon.
Got a great deal at Toyotathon.
You too, huh?
Got a great deal at Toyotathon. Yeah. Got a great deal. Okay.
It's the final days of Toyotathon. Yes. Time for you to get a great deal.
Right now, during the final days of Toyotathon, you can lease a new 2021 Toyota Camry for $239 a month. To learn more, visit Toyota.com.
It all ends January 4th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Accurate news as it happens.
We want to make sure our vaccination sites are ready.
Right here, where you live.
Nearly half of Dane County's total COVID deaths have come in the last month.
Information that you can use.
These case counts are still testing our public health system and straining our hospital system.
From the team you can trust.
So many generous people are willing to help us.
For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now.
On the next Live at 4, we'll look back at those we lost this past year. And our happiness expert talks about something she calls a 2021 purpose statement. We'll find out what that's all about.
Away from your TV? Not a problem. Get breaking news, weather alerts, and political coverage from the award-winning News 3 Now team. Plus, all things Madison. Stay connected anywhere with Channel 3000, Madison's #1 digital news source.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year sale on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
A surprise party, a wedding proposal, an unexpected bonus at work. Some surprises are awesome, but this? Weather like this should never be a surprise. Not when you watch News 3 Now, where you get an accurate, reliable forecast, so you're never caught off guard by the weather. Need to get up early to shovel, add time to your commute, wear boots, rebook a flight? Let News 3 Now First Warn Weather give you everything you need to know so you can plan your life.
Trending now at 6:43 this morning, the year 2020 has produced many poignant and powerful photographs, but a shot of 2 widowed penguins appearing to comfort one another in Australia has been picked out as one of the best. It was the winner in Oceanographics magazine's Ocean Photography Awards. The photo was taken by Tobias Baumgartner. He was told the two penguins had recently lost their partners and often appeared to be comforting each other. The German photographer won the magazine's Community Choice Award. Boy, this gave me the goosebumps. Leah, I know, like me, you are also a hugger, and I can't remember the last time I've actually had a really, really good hug. And I can't remember the last time I've seen you guys as well.
Oh, we are such huggers, Josh. I'm so sad about it. Earlier on in the show, we tried a virtual hug. It was a little messy, but let's try it again. I think we have the logistics down now. So I have to reach right and down. Yep, Chris is left. Hattie, just lift up. We got a big hug, big team hug. Does that not warm your chilled heart?
Oh, I miss you guys.
Well, it's been, maybe a couple of months since we've all seen each other. Since we've all been in like the same room together, even socially distanced. But man, kudos to you guys though. Hattie and Josh, you've been working from home for quite a while now, doing your part to help keep everybody and our colleagues safe. Thank you for that. It is not easy. Maybe this morning, Hattie, for you, it was a bit easier since you didn't have to pack up and, deal with the snowy roads this morning getting to News 3 Now.
This is a first for me. It feels almost like a snow day for me because I didn't have to drive in that snow. Oftentimes, we're headed to work before the plows even hit the roads, and Leah can attest to that. Her car's stuck in the neighborhood this morning. So I was grateful that I didn't have to travel in it. There was a lot of snow that fell across southern Wisconsin. Let's get you up to date, though. Continue to look for those snow reports that are coming in. Got a report on my Facebook page from someone in Bosstown. They got 5 inches of snow there, 6 inches at the station here on the west side of town. Edgerton is the highest snow total that I can find so far at 7.8 inches. So a lot of snow to clean up. It's not as heavy as the last big storm that we had in Madison, but still, when you're talking about pushing 3 to 7 inches of snow or even 8 inches of snow, it's going to take a while. Doppler track this morning is looking much quieter, though. That snow has really cleared out of the area outside of some flurries or even just a little bit of freezing drizzle. Things are quieting down pretty quickly this morning. That chance for flurries again on and off this afternoon, but no additional snow accumulation is expected today. Here's a look at our wind chills. Currently, it feels like it's in the low to mid 20s in most spots this morning. Wind chill is going to be a bit of a factor today as temperatures continue to drop. West winds will increase to 10 to 20 miles an hour. That'll cause a little bit of blowing and drifting in the outlying areas and also keep it feeling a little chilly through the afternoon. Not bad, though. No Arctic air funneling in behind this particular storm system.
All right, Hattie, thank you. Coming up in the morning sprint, tracking the first crash of the morning. We'll have another look at your traffic and road conditions just ahead.
But first, it's December 30th. We want to take a minute and say happy birthday.
Stay updated on coronavirus vaccine information with News 3 Now.
High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakout. Call in your order today.
The holidays are a time for giving.
To your friends.
Your family.
To your teachers.
In that spirit of giving,
Chevy's proud to give our employee discount to everyone.
the Chevy price you pay
Is what we pay. Not a cent more.
because giving and giving back is what the holidays are all about.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $8,400 on this Silverado.
Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
When it comes to 2020, it's time to wipe the slate clean and get a fresh start now at Herzing University. Earn the degree you need for a lasting career. Herzing is accredited, transfer-friendly, and offers you the personal care and support so important during these times. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. A new year, a new career. You've got a clean slate. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
2020 has been a year unlike any other.
And as we navigate the holidays, we hope you find joy and comfort
in the smiles of loved ones and the laughter you share.
In the tastes, smells, and sounds that kindle warm memories.
And in cherished family traditions, both old and new.
Here's to those who can't be with us. And until we can be together again, wishing you and yours a happy, healthy holiday season from all of us at News 3 Now.
At News 3 Now, we've been asking antenna viewers to rescan TVs in order to receive our boosted broadcast signal. If you're still experiencing problems after rescanning, you may need to install a UHF-VHF combined antenna. For more information, please go to channel3000.com.
Connect with News 3 Now on Facebook Messenger to create a personalized news feed just for you. The topics you want, the day's top stories, and push alerts for breaking news, all through Messenger. Learn more at channel3000.com.
I may never have met you. We don't go way back. Maybe we wouldn't even be friends if we did. But when you wear a mask, you have my respect. Because your mask doesn't protect you. It protects me. I wear my mask to protect you. Mask up, America.
High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakout. Call in your order today.
It's Portage Furniture's New Year's sale with free delivery on top name brands.
6:50, time for the morning sprint.
It's a messy start to the day with several inches of snow falling overnight and freezing drizzle still possible. Hattie starts off our team coverage. Hey, Hattie.
Good morning, Lee and Chris. Yeah, it's going to take you a lot of extra time to get to your destination this morning. And alert day is still in effect. Even though the accumulating snow has come to an end, the snow will impact your drive this morning. Take a look at the radar map early today, and you'll see that the snow really moving out of even southeastern Wisconsin at this hour. Just a few flurries or a little patchy freezing drizzle lingering for southern Wisconsin. Temperatures are generally at or slightly below the freezing point, but not terribly cold this morning. Our forecast as you head out the door says plan some extra time, though. It is going to be getting colder as we head towards the afternoon, with temperatures dropping back into the middle 20s.
Hattie, thank you. The latest from the First Warn Traffic Center right now on those winter road conditions, showing snow-covered roads all across southern Wisconsin in the blue and slippery conditions just to the north and east of Madison. So do take it slow out there. The conditions are not great at all. We're keeping our eye on our first crash of the morning. This is in Rock County on the interstate, I-39 southbound, the entry ramp from County Road S. Not seeing any significant delays there, but we are seeing a lot of slowdowns on Highway 51 so far this morning. Back in Madison, we're moving along just under those posted speed limits, a few brake lights in and around the downtown area, but your drive times looking okay for this time in the morning, but we are moving well below that speed limit. That's your First Warn traffic. Now Taylor has a live look at the roads. Good morning, Taylor.
Hey Josh, good morning. We're on Sherman Road right now, and just as you said, the roads are still kind of slippery and then they are wet. So right now our road is plowed, but of course it's still snow covered. And again, make sure that you take that extra time out when you are shoveling snow off of your car or your driveway this morning to make a safe commute to your destination. City of Madison will start putting out those snow plows in just a couple minutes at 7 a.m. and then that work will take several hours. So make sure you give them time and pull over to the side of the roads if necessary.
Thanks, Taylor. While crews have been trying to plow the main roads overnight, there is a chance that you could be snowed into your neighborhood this morning. A couple of News 3 Now This Morning staffers got stuck this morning. Madison Streets Division says they're going to start plowing again, like Taylor said, the neighborhoods at about 7 o'clock this morning. And it's going to take them pretty much all day to clear the city. As of now, Madison has not declared a snow emergency, but if you're parked on the street, they still want you to move your car and your garbage cans to make it easier for those plows to get through. Once the snow stops, you have until noon tomorrow to get your sidewalk shoveled. If you don't, the City of Madison could hit you with a $124 ticket. The city says they gave out about 650 of those tickets for not shoveling last year. You'll also be billed on your property taxes after the city clears the sidewalk itself.
We're following breaking news this morning in Madison as first responders are evacuating a shelter for people experiencing homelessness because of a gas leak. That leak was detected around 4 o'clock this morning at North 1st Street and East Johnson. That building, a city garage, it's being temporarily used as a shelter. At least 60 people are being evacuated and are being held in metro buses to keep them warm.
President Trump is trying to take his efforts to throw out Wisconsin's election results to the U.S. Supreme Court. The president's campaign asked the court to take the case after the Wisconsin Supreme Court ruled against him. Trump wants to see more than 221,000 ballots in Dane and Milwaukee counties thrown out. He lost Wisconsin to Joe Biden by about 21,000 votes. Wisconsin already cast its Electoral College votes for Biden. The Electoral College will meet again next week to finalize the count.
You want to check your bank account? The next round of stimulus checks are going out. They'll be for $600 for anyone making less than $75,000 a year. Families, you'll also get an additional $600 per child. Democratic leaders have called this round of checks a down payment while they promise more aid during the Biden administration.
A Republican congressman-elect from Louisiana will not be taking his seat after dying from COVID-19. Luke Letlow passed away last night. He announced he'd tested positive just 10 days ago and was transferred to intensive care last week. He was supposed to be sworn in on Sunday. Letlow is the first member or member-elect of Congress to die from COVID-19. He was just 41 years old.
Breaking overnight, the UK is the first country in the world to approve the COVID vaccine made by Oxford University and AstraZeneca. Developers say the vaccine is easier to store than the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines, meaning it could be easier to distribute across the world. UW Health was part of the medical trials for the AstraZeneca vaccine. It still has not been approved for use here in the U.S.
The Milwaukee Bucks broke an NBA record last night. They hit 29 three-pointers in a 47-point win over the Miami Heat. The only Buck not to make a three during the game was Giannis. He was held to just 9 points, but his teammates took care of everything else. New acquisition Drew Holiday led the way with 6 threes. Final score, Bucks 144, Heat 97. The Badgers football team has an early wake-up call today in Charlotte. They face off against Wake Forest in the Duke's Mayo Bowl this morning. The Badgers are trying to avoid their first losing season since 2001. Kickoff is set for 11 o'clock. We'll have highlights later today on News 3 Now. Now, let's get one more check on the forecast with Hattie McLean. Hey, Hattie.
And as he head out the door this morning, the accumulating snow has come to an end for southern Wisconsin. Still dealing with a winter weather advisory in effect for the southeastern corner of the state, though. Keep that in mind. Roads are snow-covered and slippery across the entire area. Wind chills will be dropping into the teens later on this afternoon. Coming up tomorrow, here's that New Year's Eve forecast. A quiet day with temperatures topping in the 20s.
Keep an eye on those road conditions, folks, over on our First Warn Weather app. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.